Ahwehawe now in the middle of the map with the horde bonus, but I don't think he has enough to fight this unless the trample goes well. Here is the mist used. Welcome to Come On Formula. My name is Enrique and this is the quarterfinals between Ahwehawe and Pavuk for the Kardy Pro 1 vs 1 tournament, April edition 2026. And on the bottom right we have Mr. Pavuk, and he is immediately being scouted by the Eye of Sauron by Ahwehawe. He's playing the elves. He's in the purple colors and doing a very decent normal opener with just barracks that can produce pretty much any unit. And Ahwehawe responding with a orc pit. He's like, okay, nothing special. There is no early harassment or lances or crazy farm opener with pasture or something like that. Nope, he can just do his normal build. And yeah, he's building another slaughterhouse. He doesn't also need to opt for an extra orc pit. He can just chill. And yeah, Pavuk also realizing, oh, okay, he's using his abilities now. He probably won't attack me soon. I can just relax for a little bit. Building a few Lorien warriors on the field, getting for his archers probably next. As, yeah, Ralliant Gall is now an advantage for the Lorien warriors, and they are just running to the base of Pavuk, of Ahwehawe, trying to see if he can do some damage. Third orc pit going up for Ahwehawe. That's gonna be a very spammy solution. And no cav, so more Lorien warriors. There are the Lorien archers, and Lorien warriors here trying to defend against the possible harassment, as also Pavuk realizing, hey, I know exactly where Maru is. Oh my goodness, a builder going down early. Ahwehawe down 400 resources. Oh, what's happening? And yeah, Ralliant Call used, being surrounded by the units of Ahwehawe. I'm not sure if they can take the mineshaft. No, they can't, and they just gonna fight. But there are some orc archers. Maybe Pavuk needs to run away, as Ahwehawe is just gonna destroy them with those bows. But yeah, losing a builder, that is some rough emotions. Oh, there is the solution. Why is he running back into it, dude? Just save them. That is such, oh man, you could have saved that. That would be a very strong extra battalion to have later in the game. Whoa, a lot of Lorien warriors dying to the wargs, and warg layer is being attacked. Orcs are bottom side finally, and pasture is up. Pasture, right? Yeah, pasture. And there'll be defensive lancers. They're gonna trample this orc battalion, and there is no pikes yet, but they're being built. Big horde bonus here for Ahwehawe. They're gonna do some extra damage, and the Lorien archers are pretty much shooting down whatever they can hit. And here's the combo. More horde bonuses are available for Ahwehawe. He can probably just swarm it, but no, there are some lances. He's waiting for spikes. And there are the pikes trying to fight back against Pavuk. Pavuk is sending his lances top lane and trying to find some slaughterhouses. He won't be able to find them. 450 command points versus the 500. Mordor in the lead eco-wise. And let's see if the micro for Pavuk can beat the micro of Ahwehawe, because Ahwehawe is sending battalions all over the map. 5 battalions of orcs going bot lane, a whole horde of units going top lane. The middle of the map is being controlled by Ahwehawe, just sending it back, and here goes the very first slaughterhouse down. It's going down for Ahwehawe. The lances being useful. Here is the swarm. All the units for the elves in the middle of the map. Does not pay attention to the outsides, and there is the very first melon tree going down for the elves. Yep, and another melon tree going down. Even the buff is being used, and maybe going for the production. No, he is moving further. He is going to try and get more melon trees, and rightfully so. Pavuk is focusing on the big blob, but he could have sent his lancers bot lane to just quickly destroy those orc warriors. And apparently he is strong enough to hold this off. The horde bonus is still in effect. The leadership bonus is in effect. And 2 barracks are up, but no melon trees. As if we look at the map, no purple dots anymore. There is one here, but doesn't make any money. Meanwhile, counterattack, Aurelian called aggressively as Lorien warriors are taking down slaughterhouses. It is 550 to 350. Mordor is in the lead. Unless the Lorien warriors can take down enough of those slaughterhouses. Ooh, Lorien warriors dying. And Pavuk needs to send his lancers stop to kill more of those slaughterhouses. And there are a lot of them available bot lane. Oh, a little bit of a unit over there. But he's not level 2. And yeah, here come the lancers taking down bot lane. And pikes are immediately answering with a little bit of an creeping, harassing battalion. We have Lorien warriors moving up. We have Lorien archers camping the orc pits. Whoa, this is actually gonna be a great hold. Oh, builder going down for Ahwehawe. That's the second builder going down for Ahwehawe. And he is creeping though. He is getting money in. Doesn't want to fight the cave troll. He is moving to the base of Pavuk. And Pavuk is sending units to the bot lane to try and defend it. And yeah, another slaughterhouse going down. And finally lancers are up for Ahwehawe. And I think that Pavuk just spotted the lancers and is now retreating his units to find more sentries. Are there sentries being built from these camps? Yes. No, Lorien warriors are being built. They're sentries. Pavuk is creeping. And Maru is trying to get his slaughterhouses back up. He is still on 525. This guy is just building so many slaughterhouses. Every time you take one down, it's almost like 2 are coming up. It's like a hydra, but with slaughterhouses. Right side of the map, we have a little bit of a creeping done with those Easterlings. And here is a strong trample by Lances of Mordor. He needs to get the money. Yeah, he's getting the money and he's now running away from this push from Ahwehawe. Ahwehawe feels in control. He is like, I read the game properly. I can attack here and do a lot of damage. And Pavuk is like, okay, I need to defend. And here is Goethe with the raid. While we are recording, 10 viewers are joining the quarterfinals from Ahwehawe versus Pavuk. While we are watching Ahwehawe in game number 1, pressuring Pavuk's armies. The elves are going in for a trample. And melon trees are going down. Yeah, this is Ahwehawe now in the middle of the map with the horde bonus, but I don't think he has enough to fight this unless the trample goes well. Here is the mist used, and now the retreat's being called, and the orcs are running away from the armies of the elves. Good trample. Easterlings are getting in position. Good control by Pavuk. He is doing very well. It's 675 command points for Mordor versus a 610, and 560 actually, because Ahwehawe is creeping. He is taking down more of those melon trees on that side of the field, but Pavuk is doing the same. He is taking down slaughterhouses in front of the base of Ahwehawe. Ahwehawe sending in his black orcs to try and fight Pavuk here in game number 1 of the quarterfinals. Pavuk retreating. A little bit of money in the pocket for Ahwehawe. Getting a in is now able to build Corsairs unless those pikes are fighting the Easterlings. They're not gonna win. They're just, you know, rank 2 versus rank 3. Obviously the rank 3 is gonna win, most likely. Let's check out the bases. What is the elves building? Elves not really building anything. Has the discount, has the pasture. Ahwehawe not building anything. He probably, okay, he's getting black orcs and black ride. Oh no, there's no black riders yet. Here come the Lancers doing some work. Slaughterhouse is going down. Ahwehawe on the attack with upgraded units. These rank 2 units have 25% extra damage with Bloodlust, which is a passive ability. That means they're gonna do a lot of damage, especially in combination with the Horde bonus. The Horde bonus plus Bloodlust. This is gonna be a fight in favor of Ahwehawe. And that is the rallying call, or the call of the Horde. Call of the Horde used for Ahwehawe, putting his command points on 925 with the extra 250 increase of command points. And he is using his rallying call of the Horde defensively as he is trying to stop Pavuk, if you look at the minimap, attacking with his Lancers. But this is a very strong attack for Ahwehawe. Pavuk is standing near his statue. He's not built any heroes yet. He's retreating with his Lancers, but there are enough Easterlings here. Maybe if Pavuk focuses the Easterlings, he might be able to fight, but the Easterlings are in position, on a porcupine position. That means they take 75% less damage. Rallying Call use on just trampled Lorien Arches. The statue goes down, so no double buff. But there come the upgrades for Pavuk, as the Eye of Sauron is going to is used to kill a Melon Tree. Trample for the Orc Arches by the Lancers, but the Easterlings still in porcupine position on the Orc Arches. Fortunately, this is a win for Pavuk, and Ahwehawe has to retreat. But there are more attacks. Ahwehawe using his micro and his action per minute to make sure he can do more damage to Pavuk as he is expanding. If you look at the top left, of the bottom left of the minimap, you see all these red dots. Those are probably slaughterhouses, and the slaughterhouses are giving Mr. Ahwehawe an attack, an eco lead. And here is the worm used to to relocate the arches, and is now going for the production. Wow, one-shots it? Oh no, it's just an animation glitch. Barracks goes down for Pavuk. Ahwehawe is using his 15 power points ability to the fullest. Probably also going to take down the... No, he's going for production. He might? Oh yeah, he is. He's going to take down the forge. A 300 resource building is not too expensive to rebuild that. But he has to re-upgrade it. The worm still has some time, going for production. Middle of the fight, a little bit of a fight. Middle of the map, a little bit of a fight. And Lancers are taking down melon trees in the middle of the map, but they're retreating. They want to keep this alive. And Ahwehawe back again with the ward bonus. And here comes the attack from Pavuk, but I do think he must see that this is not winnable, right? Yeah, he's retreating from it. Lancers versus Lancers, top lane. Bot side, we have a few of those spikes trying to do some melon tree damage, which they're gonna get because there's no Lorien Warriors bot lane. But there is a 750 powered army on the middle of the map attacking the 450 powered army of the Elven player Pavuk. And even though he has the end summon ready to maybe base snipe him, he is not in a position. Pavuk is kind of behind here. Melon Tree goes down. Warchant has been used already. Mist is available, but yeah, Mist is being used. There's the debuff and the Rallying Call. Ahwehawe noticing the disadvantage and is now retreating. Meanwhile, Lancers are trampling Rallying or Warchanted Black Orcs, and they're just not dying to crush damage. They are so tanky that is very difficult for those Lancers to kill it. Ahwehawe, meanwhile, using his superior APM by sending more units bot lane, by sending more units top lane, trying to disrupt the top side expansion for... Ooh, good trample for Ahwehawe, realizing there is no sentries defending his... preventing Pavuk's Lorien Archers, and he's just running... Ooh, that's not a good trample. Losing a lot of Lancers to the sentries. And yeah, there's actually a rank 5 battalion of Lancers for the Elven player Pavuk. But look at the attacks. We have top lane being attacked. We have bot lane being attacked. Pikes versus spikes, that's taking a while. And far side used to movement speed some units somewhere. Well, it's picked. It's not used yet. And if you look at Ahwehawe, he's almost at his 25. 17 power points. And even though losing so many builders early game, Ahwehawe is doing a lot of work. Pavuk is stopping the advantage, the advancement, and Ahwehawe is just running around trying to find more melon trees, but unfortunately couldn't find any. Ahwehawe in the back foot is now looking at the base of Ahwehawe. He is ready for those Black Riders. Looking at the base for Pavuk, he is still on the same disadvantage. He is now on rank 2 for his level 2 for his forge. And here's Call of the Horde, a little bit used, not really used. Is there no money for more, or is he just supply blocked? Oh, there is. He can build. Oh, there it is. There's the building units bit. Doesn't use the ability to upgrade his orc pit, which is very, very honorable. And there comes the attack for Ahwehawe. And again, Mr. Pavuk needs to defend, this time without statue. Here is this base snipe attempt, but I don't think this is going to be enough, because there are spikes. And there's Tombomado actually cancelling the pipes, and the catapult doing fire damage. Half health already, this siege building. And yeah, there is the pikes. The pikes are doing enough work against the ants, and this is not a good summon. He takes down a level 3 furnace, but if you look at the minimap, there is a very powerful attack. He needs to build, Pavuk needs to build defenses. He's building a archery range or archery tower, and the swarm for Ahwehawe destroying all these melon trees, going for the production, going for those lancers, and taking over the map. If you look at the mini-map, ooh, there's level 25. That could be a lot of damage on the buildings. But if he uses it, he also kills his own units, so that's not a good thing, maybe. But let's do some damage. He is combining his units. There is the mist upgrade, there is the water upgrade. So the water defenses or the river defenses for the fortress makes it almost impossible to do damage to the fortress anymore. And good tramples by Pavuk to kill a lot of those orc warriors, and black orcs on the back of the base of Pavuk is taking down production. Ahwehawe safe though, 1000 command points versus 400 eco damage. Ooh, there is the 500 power points used on the production, killing all of the lancers. No, huh? Oh, I just used it for production, I guess. No more lancers being built. One more production building alive for Pavuk. Pavuk is losing the map though, because all of the slaughterhouses giving every vision. If you look at the perspective of Ahwehawe, you see there's vision everywhere. There's no way. There's towers everywhere. There's slaughterhouses everywhere. There's melon trees everywhere. 500 command points. Obviously, it's not power points. I misspoke, Ghost Boy. I'm sorry. It is 500 command points for Mr. Pavuk. Mr. Pavuk. And it's dropping because more melon trees are going down. There is a builder alive, so he might be able 2 builders alive even. That's good. And lancers are trying to get back into the game by destroying more slaughterhouses, but I feel like it's a little too late. As we look at the base for Ahwehawe, did he lose something by an attack? Why does he have so few stuff? Maybe the lancers did a lot of work here. I was looking at the base for Pavuk too much, but if we look at the base for Ahwehawe, there is the Black Riders though. That is pretty much the counter here for those lancers, those pesky lancers who've been struggling all game. And yeah, these black orcs are going to do some damage. 17 power points for... Oh. What? Are we going to catch Black Riders with Cloudbreak here? Maybe, maybe. Because there's 2 15 abilities, there's 2 10 abilities. Maybe it has been better to go for a 25, but Pavuk was defending the whole game. I mean, what can elves do against this reckless hate? It is such a good quote said by one of those famous movies by Theoden, and also requoted by Ghostboy in the chat. And yeah, here's the bonuses. They are war chanted battalions, black orcs in the base of Pavuk, and he's losing his production. There's no more production buildings even. And there could be an attack coming in. However, this river, the water around the fortress, makes it very difficult to attack the fortress, because you can only attack the entrance, I think. Yeah, you can't attack there. They're not doing any damage. Or they're doing a little damage. Oh, here is the Cloud Break used. Probably to try and kill the Black Orcs. Yeah, the Black Orcs are, or the Black Riders are caught. But they're now running away. 2 of them survive. Because the worm was used to really scatter the units. And the spikes couldn't do a lot of damage. And Black Orcs are gonna die. Black Riders are gonna die. No, he is running away from it. He's running away from it and the fortress stays alive. This is such a powerful upgrade. Just that water thingy makes it almost impossible for the fortress to go down by units. But, oh, builder going down by a worm. Maybe another builder goes down. Maybe? Uh-oh. Another builder goes down for Pavuk. Are we taking another builder? Yep, another builder goes down. He's surrounding the builder and first there's now one. Oh, the worm might spot it. He is going for the... another summon. There is the Tom Bombadil going to kill those Black Orcs, but this looks such an advantage for Ahwehawe. Ahwehawe now on 1,000 command points, almost his second 25 power point ready, with the Balrog being able to get... There is this lone towers? No, right? No, that's barricades. But this is just a tower built in the middle of the map. I mean... Oh, wow. A lot of slaughterhouses on the top lane been dying to the Lancers. I feel like Black Riders are gone? Are Black Riders dead? No way. The Black Riders might have died to something. I don't see the Black Riders anywhere. Black Riders have been killed, but... there it is. There is a little bit of a tower spam, and the very first catapult comes in to start attacking the fortress. To be fair, Ahwehawe doesn't really need Black Riders anymore. Production finally back up. Sentries being built. No archers, no command points. 300 command points. There's no melon trees even anymore. Another 10 power point in the form of arrow volley. Ahwehawe noticing it. There's meteor strike on the production. Ahwehawe opting not to go for a Balrog, but it is not necessary as the fortress goes down for Pavuk and game 1 goes to Ahwehawe. Welcome to game number 2 of the quarterfinals between Ahwehawe and Pavuk. It is Pavuk playing the Elven faction again, this time in the top right of the map, playing in the red colors. Ahwehawe in the bottom left playing in the Bordeaux colors as the Goblin player. We have game number 2, game number 1, won by Ahwehawe. He is in the lead. And let's look at the openers. There's another special opener. Actually, this is kind of an interesting opener, going barracks before Melon Tree. I guess that's interesting. But still a little bit of a normal build, I'm assuming. And here's some goblins. Goblin player Ahwehawe, known for his goblins. He is pretty much a goblin-only player if you look at the ladder. But he's shown last game that he can also play mortar very, very decently well. Pavuk going for some pikes to get that creeping in, and Ahwehawe doing the same with a fisher. No, he's going for 2 goblin caves. You can easily creep with goblins. The goblin warriors are pretty strong as a unit to be able to kill warg and get some warg creeps in. But yeah, as a elven player, you kind of need those sentries. And usually when you open this on the Forts of Stockbrook, the Forts of the Eisen vertical version, you get to destroy the cave troll layer. However, unfortunately, there is no cave troll layer in this version of the map. So there's only warg pits to take. Here come the Goblin Warriors. A little bit of a scouting Goblin Warriors. He just needs to know what he's dealing with. Is he dealing with a pasture or is he dealing with barracks? And we see a pasture going up. So the pasture needs to be countered by a fisher. Okay, goblins are dancing. Not sure what's happening here. But, yeah, the pikes are gonna try and kill whites. I don't think they can, right? This is not a good idea. Goblin warriors, spotting the pasture, spotting the... oh, they can! Ah, okay, I did not know that they could. Ooh, can they? Oh my god, they can't? What is this? What a miss! That was a misplay. I don't think that was that's what Pavuk intended to happen. But yeah, Ahwehawe realizing there's going to be horses. And there is the Marauders already on the field. Goblin Warriors creeping the ward layer, and the tunnel is nowhere to be seen. Oh, here comes a tunnel. There's already a tunnel here. Okay, oh my god, losing more units to whites. Whoa. Here comes the attack, here comes the defense. Ahwehawe noticing the fight, and Pavuk is fighting the fight. You might want to run away, but you can't really run away from Goblin Warriors, right? They're super fast. Lancers are running everywhere to find some tunnels, and here they spotted some Goblin Warriors. That's an easy trample. That's an easy win for Pavuk. And Pavuk killing the last Lorien Warrior and losing his last Lorien Warrior. Ahwehawe not opting to get those tricky white layer. He is just going to go ahead and fight the base of Mr. Pavuk. Lorien Archers on the field. Lorien Archers are very strong against Goblin factions. They kill Pikes, they kill Goblin Warriors. They're just an all-around good unit. And here is the trample for the Lancers, killing a lot of those Goblin Warriors. Top side of the map, Ahwehawe using his APM to focus the buildings of Pavuk, and Pavuk is defending it properly. Yeah, the Marauders are just running around trying to get the Lorien Warriors out of position, as the base of Pavuk looks interesting. Ooh, there is a vision used, farsight used for Pavuk. He now knows exactly what's happening in the base of Ahwehawe. Ahwehawe doesn't really care. He's still sending his units top. War Chant still available. Ahwehawe never found a opportunity to use his War Chant, as Lorien Warriors are now stopping an attack by Ahwehawe. They're probably strong enough to fight this, maybe? And here is in the middle of the map, we have a few units fighting Pavuk. It is just a continuous swarm of units while Pavuk is trying to do damage with his Lancers, and he is successful, but there is this evacuation of the Pikes, the Marauders, and the Lancers are just quickly gonna try and kill the tunnel before they're getting killed by the Marauders. Yeah, Lorien Warriors here just leveling up on Ahwehawe, donating a lot of those units to Pavuk, as the Lancers are now running away, trying to find another tunnel. And they don't. This flag indicates the back of a tunnel, so if you want to attack tunnels, the flag is the back of the tunnel. Just so you know, for the newer players here. There is a Tom Bombadil summon in the middle of the map. Oh, what a strong blast. Everything dying, or at least half health, which is a good win. And Tom Bombadil, also known as the farm killer, just pretty much reshots every level 1 farm, and he is just not killable, right? He's just gonna find more farms. Ahwehawe is gonna lose a little bit more tunnels, and Ahwehawe also losing those Marauders. If you look at the command point difference, it's 750 to 650. Eco-wise, Ahwehawe is still in the lead. He's gonna lose another tunnel to the Bombadil, but other than that, Ahwehawe rebuilding so many tunnels. It feels like he has an extra builder. You kill one tunnel, he builds 2 in its place. And Pavuk is just on the back foot. He's trying to defend as much as he can. There's actually the first attack. War Chant used and debuff used for Ahwehawe. Very first time he is using his abilities. And Half Troll Swordsmen are so incredibly powerful, especially if the units are debuffed by the bats, as they are still pretty much full health fighting against the wait, where is the cave troll coming from? Oh, he upgraded his yeah, that makes sense. I thought he used the allegiance, but no, he just upgraded his fisher and built a cave troll himself. Lancers, Elven Lancers, trampling a lot of those orcs, and Pavuk is just very strong defensively. However, it's on 525 command points versus the 825 for the Goblin player Ahwehawe. That means that the eco lead is pretty much in favor of Ahwehawe in this game number 2 of the quarterfinals. Maybe a little bit of creeping going on. No, Ahwehawe is just ignoring the armies and just sending his units to fight more Melantries This seems like a very strong idea, and Haldir is finally out and trying to hold off and get some levels in. But Ahwehawe is showing that you don't need to fight the units, just fight the melon trees, keep pressure up. Here's Haldir, using his sword to increase that attack speed, and actually losing to the half trolls. Half troll swordmen is apparently so powerful. Are they actually gonna take down a melon tree here? Almost. Oh no, he's stopping. Dude, oh my god, just because of the repositioning, he is losing the melon tree. And here's, oh my god, a cave troll with tainted lands used in the base of Pavuk. He has no defenses ready. He has 12 command points. Maybe Cloudbreak or whatever is coming from Tom Bombadil could stop this attack. He is rushing towards that 25, it seems like. As Ahwehawe is destroying all the production. No more production buildings. Every kill that this cave troll makes is gonna be detrimental, as there is no barracks on the field for the elven player Pavuk, as Ahwehawe just sniped them. Oh, there is Lancers. Okay, they are not gonna do well against the pikes, but at least there is production now for Pavuk. And 625 command points versus the probably 1000. Yeah, of the Goblin player. Left side of the field, we have a little bit of an attack from the Elven player trying to take down tunnels, but there is enough units here, enough half trolls to fight off that attack. 10 power points ready for Maru, and there is the end summon. Immediately sniping the fortress. There is the spiderlings that are going to pretty much kill all the ants. Yeah, wow. One shot the ants. There is even a war chant used to kill the pikes. Did 0 damage. Wow, okay, half fortress, but it's not going to be enough. The pikes are in position. Half those swordsmen are doing a lot of damage here. Okay, he's just leaving it alive, apparently. What? What are you doing? Okay, that's a little bit more free damage. And there goes the end. Glorfindel on the field. Fighting the half trolls. Level 1 still, so he needs to 2-shot them. But he is doing some damage. Here's the Lancers, here's the production back again. Spiders are on the field. They're taking down the melon trees. Sacrificing a little bit of those and Lancers, and spiders really don't like arrows. Look at them going down. They're pretty much getting completely annihilated by the archers. Counter to spiders. Apparently archers. Another attack with the debuff of the bats. Half trolls, marauders, and goblin warriors are pressuring the elven player Maru, and Maru on 425 command points against the 1000 of Ahwehawe. It is not looking good. Did Haldir die? I don't think Haldir died. Haldir is there. Glorfindel is still fighting, but the swarm of the goblin player Ahwehawe is just a little bit too much. Is he saving money actually? Probably not saving money. Melon tree going down. Builder is desperately trying to rebuild all those melon trees. Another melon tree trying to go up, but a combination of half trolls and marauders is enough to make it very difficult for the elven player Pavuk to fight. And here is an extra income. Oh no, watch out for your extra income in the pocket for Ahwehawe with doing some creeping. Yes, apparently time for some creeping. There is the summon for Tom Bombadil going for the tunnels. A level 2 tunnel going down. Almost level 3 actually, so that is a win. Good summon. But yeah, elven player Pavuk is just sending all his units bottom lane. But yeah, this is a snipe fort. He's gonna go for the fort maybe? Oh no, watch out for the Haldirs in the middle of the damage. Oh, Haldir is dying. Yeah, Haldir dies. Elves are retreating. Did I just see Gorkill? Yeah, there's a hero, goblin hero. Gorkill, the goblin king, fighting in the midst of it. This could have been a forge smite, but there is enough units back maybe to defend this. Gorkill is just a little bit too strong. And the attack for the elves has been thwarted as a lot of units have been summoned. Glorfindel running back as fast as he can. And Ahwehawe just waiting to regroup all his units so he can just put down the fortress. There is the... Actually, another barracks has gone down. Wow. Just one-shotting the arrow tower. And Gorkill just, yeah, keep fighting. Wildman summon on top of the elves, and they're stuck because of the summon. Very powerful ability. summoning units on top of other units makes them freeze in position. And there is Glorfindel trying to do his best. He doesn't have Blade of Purity anymore, so he's very vulnerable. And Azog and Gorkil are in the base of Pavuk fighting for their general Ahwehawe, controlling the Goblin faction. Wildmen are trying to do some damage on their own. And the heroes are taking down production. War chant used. And GG called. Ahwehawe taking game number 2. We're going to game number 3 of this quarterfinals between Ahwehawe and Pavuk, also known as Mr. Smog. Welcome to game 3 of the quarterfinals between Pavuk and Ahwehawe. It is a match point for Ahwehawe. It's a best of 5, and we are in game 3. Ahwehawe winning previous games. He rolled goblins again. Last game he played goblins, and this is just his favorite faction. He's pretty much undefeated on the goblins. He is such a powerful goblin player, and yeah, Pavuk is playing Angmar this time. Let's see if he can muster out a reverse sweep against Ahwehawe. Ahwehawe is building his goblin caves. He's setting up a production as Pavuk sending out Gundabad warriors to the other side of the map, trying to fight goblins on their own turf. Gundabad warriors, also known as for their speed, they're very quick units. And is there a then? No, there's just more spam, more what are they called? Thrall masters. Gundabad warriors are fighting, taking a tunnel as goblin warriors are fighting Gundabad warriors. Yeah, oh, he's finding a builder. Is he going for the builder? He's going for the builder. There is the quick production. And the goblins are running away. Gundabad warriors, though, don't need to run away from those goblins. They can just keep fighting. Goblins don't have the positioning advantage. Can I get a tunnel? Gundabad warriors taking down a tunnel. Can I take the rubble as well? Gundabad warriors do not take the rubble as the Thrallmaster dies. He can just rebuild this. Meanwhile, Goblin warriors on the other side of the map playing Ring Around the Rosie and keeping one of the battalions of Mr. Pavuk busy. And Ahwehawe is going for a little bit of creeping. Is he? Is he doing the troll strat thingy? No, he's just going to attack. Goblin warriors escaping in the tunnel, just retreating for a while, and Gundabad warriors finding the tunnel is now attacking it from the back. And here comes the departure of a reinforcement by Ahwehawe using the poison blade. He's again taking down a tunnel most likely, but he will not take out the rubble, as now there's flanking bonus. Oh, the Trollmaster dies, so the whole battalion loses. And Ahwehawe defending his tunnel, very good. Spiderlings. Spiderlings on the field, very difficult to deal with if you don't have any extra or spikes or that's pretty much it. Spiderlings do not like archers. Gundabad warriors are trying to fight against the Spiderlings. They're very good against buildings. Top side of the map, we have the first wolf then, cleaning up a lot of those goblin warriors. Middle of the map, we still fighting. There are the Troll Masters. They are still very healthy, but they are slower than the goblins, so they might as well turn and fight. He's using stop micro to keep them alive. Pavuk is doing everything he can to fight against Ahwehawe. Pavuk finding a builder. Oh, finding a builder. Ahwehawe losing a builder? No, he saves it with a tunnel, but you know, tunnel is just being focused. And he's building another tunnel, trying to build micro. There is the war chant. He really wants to fight. Pavuk is fighting the goblins. And here comes some spiders. Very smart for Pavuk to fight on the other side of the map so that the goblins cannot pressure his base. Pavuk is doing everything he can against Ahwehawe, and Ahwehawe is, I would not say struggling, as the Spiderlings are doing work. And now that there's no more armies for Pavuk, Ahwehawe can just run into the base of his enemy. There are some Wolverinos going to fight the something. Oh my god, spiders love wolves. They just one-shot the wolf back. But Pavuk doesn't care. He's just going to take down the tunnel. And here is Armored Marauders And the Armadas are being body blocked by the pikes, but now they're not. They can kill the wolves easily. Here is a... Wow, is that a lot? That might be 3 battalions of spiderlings. Yeah, there's 3 battalions of spiderlings doing damage. The frozen... I don't know what that's called. What's that called? Fellwind, I guess? No, Snowbind used to protect the mill and more spiderlings. Wow, Ahwehawe just flooding the map with spiderlings, taking down a lot of those mills. It's 600 command points for the 600 of armor. They're even in eco. And the dire wolves are slowly whittling away on that rubble. But Ahwehawe with the pikes are taking down the mills for Pavuk. And there are the axe-throwers throwing their axes into those goblin warriors who are kind of body blocking it for the pikes. You might want to focus the pikes with your axe-throwers so that when they die, you can just kill them by trample. Oh no, Pavuk losing a builder. If Ahwehawe is paying attention, he is not. He is fighting different sides. Here are spiderlings destroying Gunabat warriors. Or are Gunabat warriors destroying spiderlings? Are spiderlings losing to Gunabat warriors? They are a little, yeah. Good formation for the Marauders. Marauders now attacking the mill. Wolves are dying to goblins, but the goblins are dying to axe throwers. Ahwehawe is now in the base of Pavuk as he is taking control of the map. It's 600 for the Angmar player against 825 for the Gremlin player. Ahwehawe is doing great. Here is the spider summon even. And Ahwehawe just flooding the game. He's taking over the whole area of the map. He is so good with this faction. It's very difficult for Pavuk to make a difference here, and the mill is going down, another mill is going down, and war chant using a lot of those goblin units. Even the spiderlings are being war chanted now, and Pavuk is trying to hold on for dear life, but the flood is a bit much. Luckily he can defend the left side of the map as Ahwehawe, as Pavuk is spreading his units properly to defend all of the sides, but the main army for Ahwehawe is just fighting on the right side, taking down a troll den even with the spiderlings. A few of those spiders summons are taking down mills. This does not look for Pavuk in the game 3 of this best out of 5 match point for Ahwehawe. Snowbind used to save a level 2 mill, and a Trollmaster in the midst of it trying to fight the armies of Ahwehawe, and the goblin player, the goblin faction is taking, and they're taking even down they're leading a troll into it. Oh no, they're not. That would be way too much of a strategy. Pavuk surviving, Pavuk surrendering. GG. Ahwehawe winning game 3, winning the match, going to the semifinals, fighting against oh, I forgot who he's fighting. I think it's Ghost Boy. Quarterfinals match Pavuk Ahwehawe, winner for Ahwehawe. This has been Commodore 11. My name is Enrique, and I will see you in the next tournament game of the quarterfinals. I think I do have to do another quarterfinals game, and see you in the tournament of Kardy Pro 1 vs 1. Welcome to game number 4 between Pavuk and Ahwehawe. Pavuk winning game 3 against the goblins of Ahwehawe. Again, Ahwehawe has rolled goblins, and yeah, he is just a very much favorite in this match. Somehow he is rolling goblins only, and it's a bit unfair because, you know, the goblin is just his favorite faction. He is so good at this game, and going for a 4 tunnel opener before Goblin Cave even, as Pavuk with the Angmar faction is going to try and scout it out. Where's his builder? I just saw his builder, right? Oh, he's hidden. Pavuk is building a mill and going for the troll. It's super easy, super balanced, and Ahwehawe just getting 2 cave trolls in on the bottom right side of the Forts of the Eisen. And the Gunabat warriors are just walking up. They're gonna try and see if they can do some damage to the armies of Ahwehawe. Well, unfortunately, this is not game number 4. The game match has already been won. Ahwehawe going 3-0 to Pavuk. He won last game, but it's a spoiler video. So if you don't want to be spoiled, then don't skip ahead. Just watch from the beginning. And if you do want to be spoiled, you have to look for a different game. Well, it's a 3-0. So last game was the last video was the game number 3. That was Maru vs Ahwehawe. But yeah, it's a 3-0 for Ahwehawe. Ahwehawe promoting to the semi-finals in this match. And there is this is not Ahwehawe playing. This is Maru playing. It's Pavuk vs Maru. Maru as the Goblin player and Pavuk as the Angmar player. So let's get back into the game. We have Pavuk fighting against the Gunabat warriors who are trying to do some damage, but there's enough Goblin warriors here to destroy the Gunabat warriors. And here comes the reinforcement. Gunabat warriors versus the Goblins, and Pavuk realizing I can probably beat this with another unit of Gunabat warriors. Other side of the map we have Spiderlings fighting against those Gunabat warriors, and Pavuk is not taking down the tunnel. The Trollmaster is dying, so the whole battalion dies. Meanwhile, 2 extra Trollmasters walking up, trying to help out the bottom side attack. And here come the summons. It's Gunabat warriors and pikes. The pikes do love themselves some spiders. The spiders losing to the pikes. And there is the reinforcements for Maru. But Maru is not doing so well, as Pavuk is walking up and gonna do some damage to those already hurt tunnels. Maru doesn't like that though, so he is evacuating and body blocking the attack. However, this is not strong enough. I do think that Pavuk will win this fight. And now there is trample, now there is units on the field. This is a gonna be a little bit of a slaughter as another mill goes down, and the units on the field for the Goblin player Maru is 170. Meanwhile, War Chant used for Pavuk, who is on 200, maybe 300 now, command points. Yeah, close to 300. And all the spiders dying, and this is free reign for Pavuk. He is taking down tunnels after tunnels. And Maru is on the back foot, as he is sending a few of those goblins to try and do a little bit of damage. At least trying to steal a Warg layer away from the pikes of Pavuk. And Pavuk doesn't care. He's just taking down every tunnel. He's like, yeah, whatever, I'm just gonna keep attacking. You don't have anything to fight my cav. And the spiders are fun, but yeah, they're no match to my... oh, they are, apparently. Oh, spiders counter cav. Okay, that's interesting. But yeah, there's just so many units on the field for Maru that for Pavuk that Maru has not really a chance to getting back in there. Here's a little bit of a trample going on. No way the Goblin Warriors take down a mill. No, they don't. Oh my god, that would be unfortunate. Few mills for Maru on the bottom side of the field as Puero is scattering his units, sending units everywhere. He's taking down even more treasures, and more Warg layers are going down. And he is just increasing his lead. A Fisher is up, going for those spikes. The Marauders are in the field. And Angmar is is very much in the lead with 600 army on the field, and Goblin player Maru is struggling with only 200, well, let's say 300 units war of command points. And here comes some Spiderlings. They also want to get into the tunnel, but can they? Spiderlings can also be in a tunnel. Huh, that's kind of fun. Makes sense though. Tunnel going down. Debuff used on the armies of Angmar. But still, the tunnel just goes down. There is Dire Rules fighting pikes. There is tramples coming in finally now that the pikes have been killed. And Pavuk doesn't even need to control it. He's just watching. He doesn't need to trample anything. He's like, yeah, I'll win this even with the debuff. And this is pretty much a strong... This is going to be a stomp for Pavuk. He is on 800 command points versus the 500 of the Goblin player Maru. And Yeah, Pavuk. Hello, can I please zoom? Yeah. Pavuk just taking down every tunnel. Is taking down he even has the cave trolls working for him. And the treasure's going in. He is going for the kill. As the goblin player Mr. Maru is on the back foot with still going on for attempts. He's like, maybe I can win this. Maybe I can catch him out. And he might be able to, but I don't think so, as he now notices the cave trolls. And here's again a trample and an escape. Here come the spiderlings. Cave trolls are aiming for the spiderling even. Snowbind's used for Angmar. All the units are displaced. And this is probably going to be the final fight, as in the middle of the map, more Gunabat warriors are taking down more tunnels. And yeah, just having 2 cave trolls is not enough. Goblin lasers is not enough. As Pavuk taking game number 4. Obviously, not really. Welcome to match point in the quarterfinals between Pavuk and Ahwehawe. It is Pavuk in the left side of the field playing the mortar faction in the teal colors, and on the right side of the field we have the dwarven player Mr. Ahwehawe playing in the yellow colors. Both players have match point. Pavuk winning the last 2 games and evening up against Ahwehawe. It is now game number 5 of this best of 5 in the quarterfinals of the Pro 1v1 tournament by Kardy, April edition 2026. Ahwehawe sending a builder forward, trying to scout out with the vision. It is the dwarven wielders have such a big vision; they can scout anything very quickly. And yeah, going for by scouting the base, he knows exactly where the buildings of the mortar player Pavuk are, and he is building in a cove. This is very difficult for Pavuk to get to, and Ahwehawe is showing off his skill. Now, I don't want to be rude, but this is a spoiler game. This is a spoiler game. Ahwehawe already won the match. You need to look for a different game. It's either game 3 or game 4 that he won, but it's not game 5 because it's, yeah, Ahwehawe is already through. He's in the semifinals against Ghostboy. And this is actually Mr. Pavuk playing against Ghostboy. Ghostboy in the yellow, Ghostboy always in the yellow. And here is the first attack. Orc archers shooting down the dwarf faction, the dwarven units, and Pavuk is microing pretty decently well, as Ghostboy is using his Rallying Call and Pavuk is using his Eye of Sauron. Rallying Call is a little bit stronger, I feel like, because the archers are struggling to do damage to the warriors. However, now that there are 2 orc archers, Ghostboy did not do any damage. All he did was kill a few of those orc warriors, and that's not the position you want to be in. Luckily, he built another tunnel, and now the dwarves are out of position, or the orcs are out of position. More archers built. Archers for orcs, for the faction Pavuk are going to defend the slaughterhouse. Are they going to actually kill them? Wow, he's not taking a slaughterhouse. This is such a good defense, and if you look at the bases, we have 1, 2, 3 tunnels going up. Mine shafts going up. It's 450 to 500. Dwarven player Ghostboy is in the lead though. Eco-wise, they're doing way better. But yeah, his eco is built in a very weird position. That means that it is gonna be a bit of a difficult place to get to for those orc units. And yeah, mine shafts are a bit difficult to defend. He can't really defend all of them, because here comes a rank 2 orc archery range just to try and defend and shoot down everything that comes out of this tunnel. Here are 2 battalions, and the bleeding of units for the armies of Ghostboy is not a good sign. Orc warriors are fighting a tunnel, and Maru is retreating. 2 tunnels going down. That is the disadvantage of building your tunnel network. All your resource buildings are not optimally getting money, and they are very easily being targeted. There are now 5 units in the tunnel. Might get 4 units in the tunnel. Might get 5. And here is the trample. No pikes for Dwarven player Ghostboy. They are now producing it. He has doubled the production buildings, but these lenses are now unchallenged. And another mineshaft goes down. It's 500 versus 550. Mortar is getting the money. And Ghostboy is struggling a little. Pavuk sending all of his armies. Wow, that's a lot of orcs around the map trying to find the next incoming attack for the Dwarven player Ghostboy. Did he upgrade his? No, he didn't. Yeah, they're just level 2. Okay. Level 2 orcs have Bloodlust. They do 25% more damage, and the trample of the Lancers is making it very difficult for Ghostboy to walk out. And here is a rallying call used, a combination of orc warrior, dwarven warriors with pikes. But here is the Eye of Sauron giving that leadership bonus, and archers are coming in, and all the units for Ghostboy are retreating. The Lancers are running away from the pikes, and the pikes are dying to the orc warriors. Meanwhile, we have a battalion of orc warriors taking down more mine shafts. And the archers are shooting down the dwarven warriors for Ghostboy, as Pavuk is pretty much in the lead, 700 to 400. Such an eco advantage for Mordor is quite dangerous. Pretty much against any faction it is very dangerous. And here comes the upgrade. He is building black orcs to counter two dwarven warriors. We've seen Zera do it. Against PBR, I think. No, maybe not. He's been playing this tournament, and he used black orcs to fight the dwarven armies of Eternal. Maybe it was Eternal. And here comes a battle wagon, I'm guessing. Hello? It's just open. Okay, that's a bug maybe. Yeah, the orcs are destroying the mineshaft. And here comes the trample with that battle wagon. No pikes on the map. Or Pavuk, actually, I lied. There's a lot of pikes on the map. They are combining with the black orcs, and this could be just a death sentence. Is he going to fight Ghostboy and just destroy his fortress? He's able to destroy his fortress with all the combinations. Maybe he can do Tainted Land plus I have Sauron plus Horde plus Gothmog. Yeah, he's going for a snipe. Oh my god, he's going for a snipe. He's not going for a snipe. He finds the army. There is Tainted Land. There comes the battle wagon. Battle wagon was not hit by pikes. Actually, no, he's not being hit by pikes. There's the heal used, and here come Lancers. That is a lot of armies, and the battle wagon finds an entrance and destroys a lot of those orc archers, but it's not enough. The fight is being won for Pavuk, and Mr. Ghostboy, realizing this is not a one fight, surrendering to Pavuk, going for the match point. Unfortunately, obviously it's not match point. This is a spoiler game. Ahwehawe won this game already a little bit earlier in this video. You need to find it yourself. This was game number 5. This has been Command Me Love. My name is Enrique, and I'll see you in the next tournament video. If you would like to see us cast these games live, go to twitch.tv/Enrique707. And if you just like to watch these videos on YouTube, leave a comment, leave a like, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.